Yo, what is going on, everyone? And welcome to another installment of the Millennium Racing League Cup Series at Dover. I am so looking forward to this race. Dover is actually one of my favorite tracks to watch. To race is kind of like because there is a lot of there's a lot of intricacies to this track that you might not even realize. Dover is a track that you need to have a lot of patience at. That is definitely for sure. Have a lot of patience because the bumps and just going down on the apron is definitely something that you do not want to do. Having that in your back pocket, you also need to know that fuel, there's a lot of strategy that can go into play here. Just having being on the right strategy is one of those things that can make you go out and win the dang race or even finish 10th. Right now we have yo, what's going on? We already have Jagger in here. What's going on? So a bunch of the people that are racing tonight are actually also um, are actually already in chat right now. You know, they always like to see themselves. I'm just getting the social media stuff done and out of the way, so I'm like I said, I'm just looking forward to this. So yeah, the drivers not so much because Dover, as they say, it's you can't say bend over without Dover. So um, that is kind of summing up what they have in store. So it's gonna be 200 laps tonight. No stages, of course. Relaxed yellows, and we're guesstimating around 15 people are gonna race. That is kind of like what I'm imagining right now. Just kind of looking at the the board in play. Yeah, like I said, just getting all the social media stuff out of the way. When we get everything. All right. The time is nigh. It is 9:15. So the stream, just so you guys can hear, I'm going to be talking to the Discord whenever I'm not directly talking to you guys. So if I sound like I'm not like directly commentating on something, it's because I'm talking to the guys in the Discord. So yeah. So we're gonna set up the lobby and we'll get it right going for you. What's going on, guys? Oh, I know. No one ever does. No one. I guess no one really cares. So, um, it be. I'm doing all right, Xander. Thanks for asking. Gonna set up the lobby for today, and as I do, the usual stuff. It is Dover tonight, 50%er. So we're running 200 laps. I'm expecting around 15 people to show up, but just in case, we're going to just in case we get a little bit smaller of a field, it's still on relaxed yellows, just so you guys know. So there isn't any manual cautions. Of course, black flags are still going to be on, and no stages, of course. It's going to be quite interesting to say how this race is going to go on down. I'm interested to see how this is going to happen because right now, unless he's not in the Discord, our pole sitter. BS is not going to be here. So, if anyone does anyone know where he's at right now, or okay, okay, all right, that's good. So at least he's still here. Okay, I was about to say that'd be interesting. BS for the stream. If you guys don't know, he's usually in the Xfinity series, but he is actually going to be on pole for tonight. So good job for him. So gonna get the first round of invites out. I think he's actually the only hot seat driver as well, since Trump Train was not able to make it. So, um, yeah, he technically is the only one with free reign on a number. So, as soon as he joins, I can pause the lobby. There he is. There's our poll sitter, so I'm gonna get the rest of your invites out. Alright. There's that. If you didn't get an invite yet, don't worry. Long list of people on here. We're working on it. Okay. And I'll send another round just in case. All right. Is there anyone in the lobby that has not gotten an invite yet? Or anyone in parties that did not get an invite? Xander, is Bass racing today? All right. Well, just in case he isn't, I'm gonna. Yes. And Blakey, thank you so much for reminding me. It's a good thing the stream can't hear that. All right, there we go. I do believe invites are all out right now. Should be, at least. Yeah, no Rockstar. Oh, hang on, people are tagging me in something just to make sure. Okay, so yes, if you are choosing to run a custom scheme, that is up to you. Of course, we are celebrating 4th of July today for the stream as well, so you guys know. So a lot of these guys are going to be running custom schemes. We're going to be unpausing the lobby here in 1 minute, just to kind of get everyone that I did send invites in case people change their minds or anything like that. So at 9:21 we are rolling. Let me give out the running order. Like I said, any questions for tonight before I kind of mute myself, because I see you guys already pummeled me with invites, so that's good. You guys already know what's going on. 55 miles per hour speed limit. BS is going to be the control car. He chooses inside or out. And we are going at the line, not the restart zone. Line, not restart zone. All right, so it is 9. All right, it is 9:21. Anyone that didn't show up, unfortunate, but we are unpausing. Let me know when I can join back in. Make sure you get those presets back in. All right, so yeah, we have an interesting running order here today because, like I said, I hit on it briefly right there. We actually have Nathan in chat right now saying, "Hey, I couldn't make it. It was a little." Yes, exactly. It was his little man's birthday party today, and you know what? Especially with it being close to the 4th of July, something like that, life gets in the way, and that's what we always say. This is a hobby, and life gets in the way. Same thing with Rockstar. He has his own kid, so those are the two I was looking forward to seeing because they liked Dover. But anyway, yeah, BS is on pole for tonight. Liam in the 43 with his best qualifying position so far in the 43. Brandon in the 17. Cyber, our points leader, is taking up P4. And Xander with his actual lowest qualifying spot is going to be P5. After that, it's going to be Goose, US Trek, Cade in the 20. Worst Cod in the 9. And then Bass, if he would have showed up, would start P9, but it looks like that spot's going to go to BD. Packers, UK. Packers is... Oh, there we go. All right, so we are good to join. Alright, let's get this party started. After that, UK, it's going to be Piper, and then Nathan would have started as well, but it looks like he's not going to. Same thing with Rockstar. They would have been. They would have started right next to each other. But after that, Justin Shack and T-Word, again, those two just cannot escape each other. And then Jagger making his part-time appearance once again in the 48. And then after that, Blakey T is going to round out the field, it looks like. So we are going to see how this kind of shakes on out. Alright, so everyone's getting in order right now. They should be going 55 here. BS, like I said, is going to be on pole. He is going to be the control car. 1 second. Like I said, guys, if you guys need to take another lap, feel free, because it looks like you guys may not make it all the way around. So if you guys need to take two, feel free. So yeah, BS making his custom hot seat debut is now on pole. So good job all around. But we're going to see how this kind of shakes on out. I'm going to be actually on board with BS here because we are going to see, because we are going to be green this time. Looks like everyone's kind of all lined up, and this is going to be a wonderful shot here. The 16, we are green here for the Dover 100th Cup race, and we're going to see who can take the lead here, because we are already 3 wide. Coming out of 2, oh, you got to hold on tight because oh my god, BS has just gapped the field right there because Liam got to the outside, and when you're 3 wide, it is rough holding on to it. So good job to BS, and he already gets loose. Oh, that's just going to bring the pack right up to him right now, because now we have Cyber in P3, Xander in P2, Brandon in 17 and P4. Kind of make up some ground right there with Brandon. Cyber getting loose off of 2. Oh, and so Liam looks like to be the biggest loser out of that right there. Everyone kind of holding station. Liam going from P2 to P5. Looks like everyone else, like I said, holding station. Piper making up a lot of ground. Keep in mind here, there are some custom schemes, so I'm going to have to choose. I'm going to have to see kind of who everyone is, because we're not going to recognize it immediately. So here's Justin Shack in the 51, making his way from the rear of the field, the 18 right in front, basically having almost the same template of paint scheme. So the 18 is making his way from the rear of the field as well. Looks like he kind of got hit as well, so starting on the outside definitely is not good. So, oh, there you go. BS is dropping right there. Looks like the one of Xander. Ooh, and 17 just sends it on in. And there is a caution. Wonder what happened there. I kind of see a little bit. Guys, what happened there? What caused that caution? Ah, so just a matter of getting loose. Gotcha. Looks like so the 3 looks like got into the wall, and then may have got put into the wall, but then he kind of bounced off the outside wall and then collected some other people. Some people, you know, it's just one of those things. It sucks you have to see. So we are going to be back on board. Xander on the inside, with Cyber being on the outside. You definitely don't want to be on the outside here, because you are so at the mercy of the person below you, is what I'll say. How many drivers are here for tonight? There is 15 drivers, so I was actually right on it when I said that we were expecting to have 15. Today, as the 20 gets loose, oh, but he collects it, holds it nice and steady, but still on the outside. Piper goes on the outside. Oh, let me try to get with that right there. Yeah, he gets onto the outside wall, and he looks like he collected Jagger a little bit. Yeah, it's a solid-sized field for Dover, and like I said, Dover is one of those tracks that you know, is very hard to master. It's easy to drive, but hard to be fast at, because I'm just gonna be on board with Mopowa Cat here as he's slicing his way through the field. It's only a mile around, but it is so tight and loose at the same time. It's tight going into the corner, doesn't want to quite hit the bottom, and if you hit the bottom just like that, it's a good thing I was on board when that happened. You kind of bounce off the apron and lose a crap ton of time. But at the same time, you have to run that bottom line because it is a one-groove track. Being on the outside, you can't really make much ground, so it is one of those things that it's a double-edged sword, really, honestly. Exactly. Nathan, who, like I said, wants to be in the field, but unfortunately cannot, said it best himself. It's hard to find the extra tents or even hunters around to kind of pass the guy in front. So right now, T-Bird is, again, we're running custom schemes here to celebrate the 4th of July. So there are a couple of schemes I'm not aware of. I can tell BS because he's the only person directly running a white scheme, so he's hard to piece together. But it looks like the 96 of Blake T has found himself something here, starting dead last, running a sponsorless test scheme. So you can tell he's been practicing. So that's a good job. You can tell who was practicing and putting in laps just before this. Looks like Liam has kind of found his stride here in P5. The 17 of Brandon as well. Looks like hit the apron a little bit, lost a little bit of time to the front too, but you know, it's always not about the short run, it's about the long run, just like what we found last week. Ooh, the 17 had a big lag spike, and that caused the 16 to kind of drop on back right there. Good thing that wasn't an accident, it was only just a minor incident right there, but yeah, unfortunate from the 16 who is still going. But yeah, looks like the front two have kind of found themselves a little hole. But ooh, it looks like the one kind of went a little too wide, kind of got loose coming at it too. The 14 trying to capitalize and seeing where it's interesting to see where they kind of gas it up on. Looks like Xander's a little bit better on exit, but Cyber's godlike on entry. See right there, he's going to kind of close on in just a little bit, but Xander's kind of pull away a little bit on the exit. So interesting to see how that's going to shake out for the long run. But you can see exactly, like I said, who's good on the short run, who's good on the long run, because the 96 is now trying to make his way through the field as we have a huge pack of cars. The 41 gets put down to the apron, slightly hits the outside of the wall. Who is the, I think that is the 51 of T-Bird. Like I said, we're running the patriotic colors, so a lot of drivers look the same here. So yeah, it looks like this WAD right here, and it looks like this is basically 4th on back as BS has a major incident. Oh my goodness. Is that a caution? Yes, it is. Yes, 16 lag incident number 1. Alright, so that was interesting here. Yeah, unfortunately, something like that, you know, when you're in a huge pack like that, lag's bound to happen. So it's one of those things as well. Sucks, but good thing we don't have damage. What lap are we on right now? How many to go? I can do the math from there. Gotcha. Alright, so we're going to restart with 179 to go, and that means it is going to be on lap 32 when we go green. So we're already coming up on the quarter way through this race. The race at Dover here is one of those races that you definitely kind of have to be patient for. Like, but when you run here, it seems like, oh, it's 200 laps, it's not that bad. But when you're running 25-second laps, it starts to get really, really cumbersome, is what I'll say. That 16 just bounces off the... Oh my goodness, and that... As a 20... Oh my goodness. The 20 kind of gets bounced around right there, and yeah, that is unfortunate. Now he's just trying to get it going. That's unfortunate from Cade right there. But now here comes the rest of the field, trying to see what they can do. Looks like the 90... Oh, no, 96 trying to make a move. I thought he actually did get past, but those front three are... are absolutely trying to make a move. The 96 does, gets to the inside of the Cyber, and looks like the 17 is trying to make a move on the 14 as well. Yeah, it looks like Cade is not a happy camper right now, but you know, it's still a long race, a lot of laps to go, especially since, like I said, you know, it is one of those moments where, like, every single lap is feeling like an eternity, and you have to be perfect for each and every one. Looks like the 14 was able to get past the 17 again, so good job from that. Looks like 38 kind of hits the wall a little bit right there as T-Bird and that I do believe that is Justin Shackett. I hit on this in the Cup race that these two are just inseparable. Oh, that's the 48, my bad. Where is Justin Shackett right now? Oh, there he is. So Justin Shackett has the 41 paint scheme. Oh, right there. That's fine. Uh, 43, lag incident number 1. Nice. So it looks like the 43 is going to get out of the way for that. So thankfully, you know, like people like Liam there, you know, he knows that he doesn't have the best internet. It's just one of those things. And Nathan says, just got to keep it on. Almost went 2 laps down last week and rally back. Exactly. So Cade right now, let me go on board with them. As the leaders are in the middle of 1 and 2, Cade is basically a quarter of a lap ahead of the rest of the field. And right now, he just gotta keep on moving right now. Just run his own race. He's gotta keep his own strat right now, and that's what he's got to do. As we see the rest of the field, you can see who's already getting loose right now. Looks like 22 is definitely one of those people that is getting loose. The 41 is starting to put a move on the 17. The 17 blocks low, so the 41 is going to decide to go high. And doesn't quite have it. That's going to open up the door for the 18 Mopowa Cat. Ooh, it gets tight coming off of 4. A little bit of contact is made. And they kind of just hold station yet again. So now the draft, you wouldn't really think that this is a draft track as well, but draft is so potent around here. You can see how the 18 kind of closes on in. The 41 is showing that he has it. Looks like he did make a little bit of contact on his screen with the 17. Ooh, as a little bit of contact made, puts the 17 into the wall, and because of how much time you lose by battling around here, that kind of allows the 22 to get into this battle now. Meanwhile, the top 3 are pulling away, allows the 22 to go high. The 18 is trying to go low, gonna try to maybe put the bumper to the 41. He does, but he can't really capitalize off of that. So right now he's just, oh, there he does. He capitalizes on the 41 getting loose. And the 18 gets on pass, so from the rear of the field to the front. Justin Shackett. 43, lag incident number 2. So it's unfortunate, like there, like I said, it looks like now Brandon's in that hole yet again, where he's up front, but because he got wrecked because of that, that doesn't bring out a caution. So right now the drivers are just kind of going on right now. As you can see, Cade right there is now, like I said, a quarter, now 2 turns just away from being lapped, and he is first one. Looks like Liam is taking his first stop right now. Looks like BS may have lagged out. Nope, he... Don't know what happened there. Interesting. So yeah, right now, let's get back on track here. Looks like the 14 of Cyber's trying to make his way up through the field, but the 96 is hot on his heels right now. You can tell that Xander has a good long run car. The 22 gasses up right in the middle of the corner, gets to the inside of the 41, and the 41 now moves to P6. BD and now P5. P4 looks like his Mopao Cat. The 41 throws it on down the corner. The 22 is not going to give any room, but shoves up the track, and that... Ooh, that was highly aggressive, and that opens up the door for... Who is that? Is that Jagger right there? No, that is T-Bird in the 51. So T-Bird now in the 51, trying to make his way up to P5. That was highly aggressive right there. I don't know exactly what happened, but it looks like the 41 kind of just dove it down the inside. Weren't those prior contact there, or what happened to kind of cause that retaliation? The 51 now getting to the inside of the 41. So right now T-Bird has that position now in P5 and shuffles Justin Shack at the P6. Again, these two cannot escape each other. We're going to see where everyone else is right now. Looks like there he is. So it looks like Jagger is now running with Brandon here. It looks like this is P12, 13, and 14 right now, with Cade being P15. Brandon now just kind of in his own race right now, trying to just make the best out of a bad situation, waiting for a caution optimally, but he said he was confident going into this race, seeing what he can do on the long run, so I have confidence that he can make it. Looks like the 96 kind of hits the apron right there, and as he does, yeah, he gets really loose coming out of there. We'll definitely look into it, Nathan. So let's kind of go back to that little battle right now. Looks like Justin Shack was actually able to get past the 51, so I thought that was kind of a done-and-done battle right there. Looks like Piper now in P8 right there. Yeah, so P5, 6, 7, and then 8. So good job from Piper right now, kind of flying the torch for, as he calls it, the underdogs. So he is doing a masterful job right now. Kind of going back on board with Brandon right now. He has the pacer to get up there. It's just, like I said, it's all a matter of actually getting up there. That being said, Mopao Cat and the 18 has caught P2 and 3 right now. So we're going to see how this kind of shakes on it with, now that the field is kind of spread on out, who is going to take when are they going to pit? Because you lose a lot of time on tires. It's actually one of those things where tire fall off is actually a thing, and the more your tires fade, the looser you get, and you feel like Superman on 4 fresh tires. That is definitely one of the things that you want. Looks like the 96 kind of blocking low. That puts the 18 up high. The 18 is looking for P3. This will be for the podium spot. Looks like the 18 very patient. Good on him. But the 96 doing exactly what he needs to do and run low. Kind of I think, yeah, he's just letting the 18 go right now. He knows that the 18's faster, so kind of gets out of the way and is not going to probably make a move here, possibly. Yeah, he lets go early. The 18, I don't think, knows that, but you can tell based on, from the top-down perspective, how the 96 is racing, that he just let the 18 go. So good on him, very respectful, knowing that, hey, my car's not quite the best right now, go and get him. But that being said, right now that may change it, because the 18 just kind of hit the apron, so that's kind of putting him in a weird spot. So right now, Liam's lag kind of is kind of sorted on out right now. Xander right now with a, I would assume a 3-second lead. So. We're going to see how this goes, but pit stops are going to be happening here soon. Now, one thing that is going to be interesting as well as we kind of follow Xander is typically you can run, or at least the game gives you 40 laps worth of fuel. However, in reality, you're running about 32 to 34 laps realistically. Now we're going to see how this kind of shakes on out in terms of strategy for those that can save and as opposed to those who don't. So I'm interested to see how this is going to kind of shake on out. Looks like BS may be lagging again right there, so that's going to be interesting to watch. But Pied Piper, though, like I said, doing a masterful job right now. He is flying the torch there in P8. Looks like these two have kind of been tag teaming now, trying to get up to the 14 of Cyber, who is 2 spots ahead of the 96, 1 spot ahead of the 18. So we're going to see how that, we're going to follow that intently. Looks like the 43 is kind of, he is a lap down, so we do have to know that he did stop already, so he does have fresher tires as opposed to these guys. Interesting line there, very shallow. It's going to allow Piper to kind of get back on the inside and take that track position back. A little bit of touch right there. Puts the 16 into the wall. Oh, no. The 20 right now, we're getting word that he's really loose right now, as you can see, coming off of his turn 2 right there. The 20 right now is definitely trying to make the best out of the bad situation. That number 9 machine is for position, and that's. But right now, I think he's just trying to get out of the leader's way. So good on him for doing that. It's knowing what the grand scheme of this is. So good job from him. As that battle is shaking up again. The 41 and the 51 battling for P5, seeing what they can do. These two, like I said, are inseparable as the 20 makes his first stop, so pit stops are happening. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but you guys should be stopping here soon, correct? Could you give us a lap update and how many laps of... Lap 55, so... Alright, pit stops are going to be happening here soon, folks. 96, looks like the front pack guys have decided to come on down, so it's going to be very, very close here. We're getting call-outs here. We're going to see who has a pit road speeding penalty, because looks like BS did lag out. The 16 has lagged out. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yep, right there in the number 1 stop. He is number 1 stall. He is not moving. That is unfortunate. So I'm going to be watching Cyber right now to see if anyone has a pit road speeding penalty, because that will be interesting to see who does and does not have make the 30 mile per hour speed limit around here. Where is Xander at right now? Yep, Xander did make pit road. I'm going to be following him to see if he has a pit road speeding penalty, because we know how aggressive he is going into the pits. And potentially, if this race stays green, 1 pit stop can cause curtains for a race strategy. So we're going to be on board with this right now. See if he is going to be on board with anything. Let's see. Nope, looks like a very solid stop all around. Good job. So Xander's going to retake the lead, and looks like the 18 behind him is going to be exiting the pits or exiting his stall right now. So that is the difference between him and the 18. Looks like Goose and the US Trek Enterprise did indeed lead a lap. We're going to be trying to find him real quick. Where is he at? There he is. He just got on pit road right now, so the lead should cycle back on around to the 14, honestly, because you gain a lot of time. Oh, no, actually, the 1 still retains the lead. There is a lot of time that you can gain by undercutting the field. However, if you undercut it by too much, then you may not be able to make the 5-stop strategy that some of these guys are on. So right now, this is the predicament that these guys are in. So it looks like to me, maybe, who is that? Hang on. trying to find... Okay, that is Jagger Angels, man. It looks like he got lapped by the leaders right there. So it looks like how it kind of shakes on out right now, it is the 1 of Xander, the 2 of Cyber, P3 is Blakey T, here in the 96 round board with him, and then UK Wildcats, Mopal Cat is going to be P4, kind of find him a little bit. Yep, there he is right there. So he is 2 cars behind Blakey T on track right there. So, and then behind them in P5 should be the 2 battling cars of the 51 and the 41. So yeah, there we go. Whenever you guys can, who is in 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th right now? Alright, so I'm assuming T-Bird's 5th then. Copy. Alright, there we go. So it looks like Liam is in 6th right now, but he is on infinitely worse tires, so he will be having to stop here soon. So that is why. He is going to have to stop here soon in order to kind of give up that track position. So he's on a totally different strategy here. So the 22 is now going to be kind of chasing him on down. Looks like Justin Shack is now in P8, soon to be P7 here. So that is going to be interesting to see here. The 96 of Blakey T has a lot of experience dirt tracking it. It looks like he has just not had the greatest handling car. There we go. So it looks like now the BD is now trying to... the 22 is now trying to get on board with the 51, as the 41 right now is trying to chase on down the 43. Brandon right there in P9. We got word that Pied Piper back there is in P10, so here's P9. And back on board with the 18 as he's trying to gain some ground on the 96, but... Like I said, it's all about how and when you get on pit road. The longer you can extend the stint, the better. However, you don't want to extend it or undercut it too much, so there's a very fine window that pit stops have to happen. Right now, T-Bird's, like I said, in P5 with BD in the 22. Is hot on his heels. Here's Goose, US Czech Enterprise, with the freshest tires in the field. He is in P11 right now, so I'm getting word that P12 is Jagger, and then P13 is Cade, P14 is Worst Cod. So looks like Cade is trying to make his way through the field right now, despite having that early issue. So we're going to see how he does with that. Everyone in YouTube land right now, give us a shout out. How you doing? You lagged out, BS? Oh no. From pole too. I'm sorry to hear that, my guy. But you know what? Thank you so much for coming on out with us. It was a lot of fun. Xander is just making an absolute tear through the field right now. As we're watching right now, we're seeing that he is about to lap P11 right now of US Czech Enterprise. So he has quite a long run car, and he does actually have fresher tires than the 14 of Cyber here. So 14 of Cyber being the car directly behind him going into turn 3 as he's in the middle of turn 3. But yeah, Goose, US Trek Enterprise right there in P11 trying to lap him as the 43 has a service now, and he is done and out and away. Here's the 9 of Worst Cod. Like I said, he is in P14 right now. Just minding his P's and Q's. Yeah, you can see the difference in tires right there. The 43 absolutely just going by the leader, who is the fastest car on track right now. So you're going to see the pace difference between fresh tires and new tires, or fresh tires and old tires, and it's right there. We just got word on something. Hang on. Looks like T-Bird just hit the wall, putting BD in P5. Just kind of going through the field right now. Looks like US Trek Enterprise is holding steady right there as the 43 goes around the outside. When you know, that is interesting right there, that you can actually, when you have fresh tires like that, you can make a pass like that, but by doing that, you're using up your stuff. So right now the 43 goes around Piper. So now Xander trying to follow. He's essentially, Liam's poking the hole, and Xander's trying to follow as he hits the apron a little bit, hits the 3 a little bit. Oh, but they both have good car control and is able to keep on going as if nothing ever happened. So yeah, right now Xander wants to keep up with Liam here. Liam is going to be poking the hole to get around these guys. So we're going to see how that kind of shakes on out. Looks like Cade, as I'm told, is getting a little anxious. As Worst Cod. Let me get on board with Cade right now. We're bound to get a caution eventually. Looks like, Cade, correct me if I'm wrong, but you are in P13, correct? Or 12? P12. Gotcha. And who is in front of you right now? You, Goose? Jagger. No, I mean, like position-wise, P11 is Goose. Copy. That's right, because Liam pitted. Okay, that's right. My bad. So, Goose is... And we're on board with this right now. Justin Shack is now in P7. T-Bird now moving back to P6, and BD is now in P5. So right now, P5s honestly are what's or what is how you actually just constantly get through the race week. After all, to use one of the guys watching right now, Nathan went 2 laps down last week at Bristol. You just got to keep clawing your way back and keep the mistakes to a minimum, and he finished P4. Yes, everyone wants to win and or at least get on the podium, but if you can finish in just on the lead lap and have the best day possible, then that's just the hand you've been dealt. Ooh, as we saw someone get loose. Is that the 96 right there? The 96 get incredibly loose coming out of 4. I kind of went away as I saw that. It looks like the 18 kind of making ground on the 96 here. There's a US Trek making a pass on the 38 here, and it looks like the 38 getting out of the way for the 14. Good on him. So knowing that, hey, that's not my battle. The battle is when Cyber gets to Goose, I can actually gain a little bit of that spot back. So we're going to see how that goes. Looks like T-Bird is losing a little bit of time to the 22 as he gets incredibly loose. Oh, he holds on to it, though. That just shows how on edge these guys are right now. Everyone is starting to get loose. Everyone wants to come to pit road, but there is a strategy to uphold here. BS says, well, good experience. Time to work on your New Hampshire setup. There we go. I like the attitude there. I like the attitude there. Always another race is what I say. looks like Brandon now in P8 has gone a lot down, because now why I say that is, remember, Liam has is running his own strategy right now. Right there, he is the car directly in front of him. He's on fresh tires. He is faster than everyone else. So he is kind of running his own race. And that's the hand he's been dealt. He's on 2 out of 3 strikes for lag. And he wants to have the best race possible, as the 1 is currently having the best race possible, as he is trying to get on around the lap traffic there, as the 9 of Worscott hits the wall right there, kind of staying out of each other's way. Looks like Justin Shackett there kind of making up a little bit of ground on the 41. Decade in the 20, as you saw right there now on pit road, as the 9 gets the 40, gets that. Interesting. What happened there? Hey, guys, I'm not quite sure what happened. What caused that caution there? Because I saw Worscott get loose and get into the 43. Oh, so that's what happened. So, okay. Alright, so does that mean new lead change? Cyber is now in the lead? Alright, well, I'll let you guys be then. Alright, there we go. Alright, so that was interesting. That kind of brings everyone back into it there. So, it looks like the 20 gets the... that was interesting. Alright, so let's go back up on board with the leaders here. So Xander now, all of that huge lead evaporated, as the 18 now is trying to make a move past the... Ooh, the 22 gets loose right there. Gets Justin Shackett gets on pass and almost has a run. Piper almost has a run on him. But right now, Justin Shackett getting a little bit tight in the center of the corner, allows the 22 to kind of close on up. As the 20 is now... Is Cade now on the lead lap again, or is he still a lap down? Cade. Still a lap. You're on the lead lap. Alright, cool. Alright. Alright, and who's in 8th right now? Alright, copy. So now this is a battle for the Lucky Dog right here with Piper and Cade. Copy. Alright, so... So Brandon is now the last car on the lead lap. So just like that, it's all about getting the right brakes in all the right places. So right there, championship implications, kinda, not really. Championship implications for one of our drivers, the 47 of Bassbutt, who did not show up. So the 20, ooh, gets off and hits the 17 right there. So that is interesting. So yeah, Piper there fighting for the Lucky Dog. These two, the 30, the 38 and the 20, should a caution come on out, the leader of these two will be on the Lucky Dog. So we're gonna see how this kind of shakes on out as we go back up, take a break from that and go back up front here. It looks like the 18, with the field kind of closing on in, is able to kind of reset and is now to kind of go right behind the leaders here. So the 14, the front two have kind of been stable throughout this entire race, with the 18 trying to make up a little bit of ground. 96 getting a pass right there on, I think that is T-Bird. Correct me if I'm wrong. Come on. Yeah. Nope, hang on. Hang on. Hold up. Yeah, that is... Actually, no, Justin Shackett. So he is the one that is up in P5 right now. So it's all about getting a proper frame of mind, as the 20 is now the lucky dog. So right there, with that pass on the 38, puts himself into the lucky dog position. Liam, on the other hand, trying to have a trying to get on around the outside of Brandon there, to no avail. So we're gonna see how this. Ooh, the 22 gets into the 51 of T-Bird and gets the pass done. That is for P6 right there. So P6 puts T-Bird down to P7, as Brandon now in P8. P8 is the lucky dog. P9 now goes to Cade. Looks like the 18 of UK Wildcats has Mo Power Cat has moved up into P2 right now. So this kind of shakes on out. Whenever you guys can I have a lap update? Copy. So we are. Next time by is now halfway. So that's just what I'm showing you guys right now. Is that we are already almost an hour into this race, and we have now just hit halfway. So as you can see right now, the 18 kind of struggling a little bit. So it's kind of looks like he has a bit of a longer run car. The 14 is getting in his draft and feels that, hey, you know what, I'm a little bit faster. So I think maybe Cyber has a little bit of a shorter run car, and the 18 just needs that time in order to get past. But it looks like the 14 now is making his way up back into the podium spots, as you see the 96 and the 41 of Justin Shackett there, 4th and 5th, lying in wait as the 14 goes a little bit wide, and that just opens up the door for the 96 and 41 to kind of get a little bit closer. 1 versus the 18. Hey, I've seen this one before. Exactly. And that's what I've even been talking. If I can digress just for a hot second, it's been kind of shaping up to be these two the past few weeks, whether it be in the Cup Series or the Xfinity Series. Because in the Xfinity race number 1 at Atlanta, it was these two, with Xander in this exact order. Xander leading with the 18 in second. And then MRL Cup at Bristol happened, and again, Xander wins with the 18 in second. Xfinity Bristol happens, and it's the 18 in the lead with the 1 in second. And now, are we going to even it up now with the 18 in the lead? Right now, if the race would end on this lap, it's going to be the 1 that's going to take his unbelievable 4th win of the season. So see, it looks like the 20 is now still the lucky dog, and he is kind of holding steady. Let me kind of ask real quick. Whenever you guys get a chance, could I have a update on Liam? Is he 1 or 2 laps down right now? Alright, so Liam is ahead of you, Worscott, 13th and 14th, correct? Copied. Alright, so right there, Liam, who is still fast, but he is 2 laps down. That 43 is in P13 as the 51 tries to do the undercut, but there is a bumper still there, so that momentum is just going to be halted right there. He's going to try again going to turn 3, but he lets on out as the 17 kind of gets on the gas a little bit sooner. Looks like here's Goose, US Track Enterprise, just kind of doing Goose things and just runs his own race. That's one of his philosophies. I'm going to talk about Goose for a hot second. This guy, I love this guy. US Track Enterprise is one of those guys that does this as a hobby. He loves racing. He loves competing. He loves winning. However, when he knows he doesn't have the best car, he runs his own race, and he gets in the mentality of wherever I finish, and Phoenix was the prime example of that earlier this season. He knew he didn't have the fast lap, but he ran his own strategy, and he was able to make it in 1 less stop, finished P6. So because of that, he turned a outside top 10 car. Oh my goodness, what happened here? And that is a caution. I'm assuming Cade is the lucky dog. Alright. And that's why we always say never quit, because things can always go your way. So there we go, 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row, guys. By just not quitting and persisting, the 20 is now back on the lead lap. So we don't quite know what happened there. But definitely the 18 did go on a round, so the 18... Not quite sure what happened there for that yellow, so... But a yellow is still a yellow, and we are less than halfway. So, potential strategy is opening up the door. So it looks like the 18 is now gonna line up in P2. Xander's still the leader right now. And I'm pretty sure with this lap, he would actually lock up the most laps led. Hang on, someone didn't go. What happened? Huh, Liam, I wonder if Liam just did not go there on purpose. Oh, Jagger as well. But that battle for the lead is heating up. We're going to watch it from the 96 of Blake D, who gets so loose coming out of the one. That's going to open up the door for the 14. Just go all the way around. The 14, oh my god, look at that run he had all the way down the backstretch. I thought he was going to make a move on the 18 as well. The 18 trying to make a move on the 1. The most competition the 1 has seen all race, with 3, make it 4 cars right behind, waiting to kind of just lie in wait here. So, okay, we have the 1 in the lead, the 18 in second, 14 in third, 96 in fourth, and the 22. If one person gets shuffled out of line, that is an entire train of cars looking to capitalize. The 18 gets a little tight in that corner. The 14 trying to capitalize. The 96 knows that, hey, you know what? There's no point in making the best or making the worst out of an already bad situation. So right now the top 5 has kind of mellowed on out. So we're gonna keep on board with this, but we are with this camera shot going to able to see. Looks like Cade has already moved through the field. That puts Pied Piper in the lucky dog spot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Piper is now the lucky dog, correct? And that is P10? Copy. The 96 goes to the inside and tries to boot Cyber up the hill. And should that stick, not get loose, that should stick, and the 22 is going to follow suit. Like I said, oh my god, he got wall glitched a little bit. I think the 14 may have got wall glitched right there. There is a wall glitch around here, guys. If you guys don't know, if you hit the wall at a certain point, like if you were just like riding this wall right here, there is an edge in the programming, and it will just send you, rocket you to the inside. So it looks like the 20 of Cade is making his way. Is that? Looks like that's Justin Shackett right there. Oh, yeah, right there in the 41. And he is trying to make his way forward. So right now that is P6 of Cade. And like I said, that's why you don't give up right there. The 20, who was 2 laps down at one point, is now in P6. Where have I seen this story before? Sorry, P7, because the 41 is not a lap down. Looks like the top 3 has kind of escaped again. So the 1 now is starting to get a little bit of a gap right now. The 96 and the 18 are hot pursuit right behind each other right now. So interesting to see how this is going to kind of shake on out. The 96 goes in way too hot and kills his center and exit right there. Meanwhile, the 18 just trying to gain as much ground as possible. We've seen that the 1 and the 18 have the best long run speed so far. So we're kind of see how that kind of goes on through. There's the 43 is now the next one to go another lap down. It looks like the 43 and the 48 had some kind of issue there. Not quite sure what happened on the start, but that's a lot. It was a lot to kind of take in right there, so that's interesting to kind of see. As the 17 of Brandon now is trying to make a move on the 20 of Cade, kind of leaning on him right there. Wait, hang on. Okay, there we go. These two are teammates right now for Von Poon Racing, the 20 and the 17. Despite being different manufacturers on track, the 17 wants his position as much as possible. The 17 is going to poke his nose in there. He's going to kind of bounce out the apron, and he's going to kill his momentum. Is the 41 going to make a move? No, he doesn't. He thinks better of it. The 17, though, is trying to work with the 20. Like I said, he was 2 laps down at one point. The 20 now in P6 with the P5 being in front. Ooh, looks like the 17 made a bold move, puts the bumper to the 20. We're getting word right now that they're talking strategy right now. We're looking at a 2-stopper race from here on out. So we're going to see if that's actually true. And see exactly who has the best strategy. When do you pit? Like I said, it's going to be a very narrow window because these guys are going to be very, very close. So when do you pit? When do you pull that trigger? Honestly, if it was me, I'd run it out. But the farther you get through the field, like if I'm the 22, I stop earlier. If I'm Xander or the 18, I stop later. So, you know, it kind of depends on where you are on the track right now. As the 18 is trying to make a little bit of ground, it looks like the one getting a little loose. Liam is now on pit road. Jagger is, I think, 3 laps down at this point. So he's has the freshest tires. I think he just came down pit road. So yeah, so he's going to be pretty dang fast around these guys. So hopefully, if he just gets around the 18, that can possibly open up the door for the 18 to get on around. We're going to see. Looks like the one kind of diamond's like a mini diamond right there, but it loses a little bit of ground to the 18 there on corner exit. Blakey T now in P3 with the 14 of Cyber being the next one on board. So looks like everyone's starting to spread on out right now. So we're going to see how this shakes on out. I could have swore they were saying that someone else quit right there. So we're just gonna keep on board with that. Looks like the 18 did get passed by the 48. So we're getting word that it is 69 to go right now. So yeah, this is indeed a 2-stopper over race. So when do you pit? Do you make that call now as soon as you can make it, or what? So that's what I think Jagger and Liam are thinking about right now. That they kind of spread this on out so they can just pit with one more stop. So that's gonna be interesting. The window is now open for these stops to actually go on through. So guys, what happened there? 51 of T-Bird just absolutely must have got loose and kind of clobbered the inside. We're gonna be, oh, that is unfortunate right there. T-Bird, who was running so well, just did indeed, looks like getting loose off of 2, and because of that, he is losing all of those spots, but thankfully he's still in the lead lap, so he's only going to drop back to P9 right now, so there we go. So it's still P9, but he lost a crap ton of track position, so there we go. So it looks like Goose, US Track Enterprise, is actually the lucky dog right now as he got past at 38. So this is P10. Oh, hang on. The 48 making around. I thought that was the 18 for a hot second. But yeah, we're gonna see if that made any ground for the 18 here, because right now the 1 is just gonna try to stick with the 48, kind of clear a path for everyone in front of him, as the 18 is lurking right there. He is trying to make his way up through the field, so we're gonna see how that shakes on out. But like I said, the pit window is now. As we hear the 20 did indeed wreck, so that kind of reset his position right there. So now he is in P8. Yeah, so Liam kind of forces the 96 up the hill. He is on fresher tires, so he will be able to just pull away from those guys. But the 96 now falls into the clutch of the 14. We're on board. The 22 has a front row seat for it. You can see that battle directly ahead. The 14 and the 96 battling. It looks like they touch bumpers right there, but the 14 thinking, you know what, this is not my battle right now. Justin Shackett now in P6. BD there in P5. He is closing the battle. Ooh, the 41 gets so loose on the front stretch. Looks like the 17 clipped the wall. So we're going to kind of see how this... '96. Unfortunately, I'm not on it, but like literally when it happens, the 96 got loose. That allows the 14 back into P3. So now the 96 is on the back foot, trying to get his way up here. So 96 of Blakey T, who made his way from the rear of the field, literally last on the grid, as the 43 gets. Oh, that's a lag incident right there, or was going to be if there was actually cars around 9 getting out of the way. Looks like the 20 is pulled that trigger and he is pitting right now, deciding to call that strat early, because like I said, the pit window to make it in 2 more stops is open. So this is strategy here. He technically does not have to pit, but he is deciding to make that strategy call right now. And it should be a solid 15.5 seconds. So there we go. Now the 20 is going to be down and away. So right now, the running order, the top 5 is Xander in the 1. You have Xander in the 1 in P1. You have the 18 of Mopal Cat in P2. We're going to be on board with him right now. Cyber in P3 right there in the 14. Then you have, as I'm just kind of going through the rest of the field, you have Blakey T in the 96. And he is pitting right now. So so he was in P4, but now that strategy call is opened. I think he saw what some others have done, and now is decided to make it happen. This is his strategy call now. Like I said, he technically doesn't have to pit, but now he wants to kind of gain the upper hand here. So we're going to see when the rest of the leaders decide to pull that trigger here. As the 96 is pitting, everyone kind of has to see, you know what, this is what we need to do now. This is, pit stops are happening. Brandon right now moves up to in the P5 right now. The 22 is getting word that he is pitting this time. Looks like the 17 is also pitting this time. No one behind him, so very solid. Ooh, very, very close right there. Looks like the 14 also came in right there. Looks like the 18 still on track. The 1 has yet to pit. Is the 18 stopping? The 1 is stopping this time. The 18 is gonna get a lap lead right here, and he will stop next time, it looks like. So we're gonna see how this shakes out. I would definitely pit right now because there is 2 lap cars in front. I don't want them. I think the 18's out. I think he's out of fuel. Oh yeah, he's definitely coming down this time. He lost a lot of time right there. I think he actually ran out of fuel right there. That is interesting. It looks like this entire field is now on pit road in some way, shape, or form. On board with 51 right now as he exits. There goes the 96. We're going to be following the 96 as he retakes P3. Now, he probably actually will take P2 as well because of... No, actually, he retakes P4 because the 14's right there. So, looks like he may have gotten loose at some point in his outlap and then kind of lost that track position right there. There's the one right there. So right now, that is, because of Mopao with Cats running out of fuel, he did indeed lose a lot of time. So there's the 14. He lost a lot of time. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, BDP5. So it looks like Brandon 6, Justin Shackett 7th, and then looks like Cade is probably P8. P9 is has to be then by T-Bird. Or Goose, actually. US Trek Enterprise, interesting. T-Bird is 10th, so right there. So that is our top 10 rundown right there. So, whew. And could I have a lap update, please? All right, 50 to go right now. So we're in the final quarter of this race, where the 22 is giving us an update. The car has been absolutely terrible. It's fast. But not good in the long runs at all. It's right there. There's T-Bird right there. The 20 car is saying that his car has been a hunk of junk, but at the same time, Cade, it's a good thing that you're on the lead lap instead of 2 laps down. So... Alright, so it looks like... So Cyber now is in P2 again. So kind of getting back in Cyber's control right now is into his usual set of affairs here. Being a consistent top runner, Cyber is has a huge lead in points right now, and right now the only person that technically is only being beating him right now is Xander with the 18 running out of fuel on that last stop. So he did go one extra lap, but I don't think it's really going to matter because there's no way you can make it in, like, this is your last stop. You have to stop one more time. So when do you make that call? I feel like the strat call here has to be stop, split this in half. So most of these guys are coming on down with like 55 to go. I would split in half and pay like with like 27, 28 to go. So we're gonna see if anyone actually does that. But right now, Brandon in not Brandon, BD in P5. Brandon right there in P6. Justin Shackett is P7. And then K P8. T-Bird P9. Goose US Trek Enterprise P10. After that, it looks like Pied Piper in 11th. Yeah, Pied Piper in P11. After that, it probably has to be Liam, Jagger, and then Worstcott in 14th. You know, Xander has just had that line where he can. It just seems like he can run that bottom like perfectly. Looks like Jagger is making his second stop right now. So yeah, that is going to put him in the 14th spot right there. Yeah, 20, as he said right there, the 20 is definitely not handling well. He is trying his best to just kind of ring it around here and just kind of bring it home right now. Honestly, finishing P8's a lot better than finishing 2 laps down, so I think he's just kind of like, all right, cool, I've done it, what I needed to do, let's get on out of here. Looks like the 18 is making his way up to the 14 right now. Looks like the 18, like I said, does have a lot better long-run pace than the 14. However, he did run out of fuel, and he lost a crap ton of time based on the undercut as opposed to overcut. So we're going to see how that happens here, how that's going to shake on out, because right now it's kind of Xander's race to lose. So right there's Xander right there, about to put Piper, I think, 2 laps down. And then Goose US Trek Enterprise there in P10 is trying to stay the lucky dog. I mean, he still will be the lucky dog should he get 2 laps down, but that will be putting him back 1 lap down, so that's not what you want. So right there, T-Bird in the 51, Goose right behind him, trying to gain as much ground as possible after getting loose coming into the onto the backstretch there. Liam making what I'm assuming is his final stop, the 38 of Piper getting out of the way for Xander there, very much appreciated. Ooh, what happened? What's going on here? The 17 and the 41 position change right there, and that could have got ugly right there. That could have been our caution. But yeah, it looks like Jagger, who has the freshest tires, is just kind of biding his time right now. He's trying to make his way up here. Oh, the 17 getting a little ground. The 48 just, yeah, he backed it on out right there, so good job for him. The 96, ooh, hits the apron. As I think the 14 just hit the wall glitch again. That's going to bring the 18 right to him right now. Like I said, it is Xander's race to lose. So as those guys were battling there, Xander has just been methodically climbing his way through the field to lap him again. Coming off turn 2 right now, the driver's not even in frame. So going into turn 3, they're just not getting off of turn 2. Xander is gone. There they are. We have a caution. How many laps to go, first of all? No. Is it? No, 30. No, you'll restart with 30 to go. It's not going to be an issue. All right, but there we go. This hopefully isn't the final caution. Wonder what happened there. Who is the lucky dog, by the way? T-Bird. And what position are you in, T-Bird? P9? Copy. So 9 cars on the lead lap. All right. So right now, yeah, this is exactly what UK wanted right there. He restarts on the bottom, so you can follow Xander go right now. Right now, the 14 of Cyber is trying to make his way into the bottom, but the 18 is going to be there. Oh, no, actually, he doesn't. He fills that hole quite nicely. So right now, the 14 of Cyber is going to be incredibly aggressive going into this turn, pushing the 1 of Xander. And 96 absolutely moves the 18. Oh my goodness. And now the 18 is on the back burner on the outside, losing spot after spot. He is just getting trained. And gets tagged again by Justin Shackett. Oh, hold on to it. And the 22. Oh, this could be a caution. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is... Oh, the 96 of Blakey T goes down low. And there it is! There it is right there! But no caution? There it is. Oh my goodness. I couldn't even call that. There was so much happening right there. There was just that entire pack just getting loose after loose. Where did, say Mopal Cat? Alright, UK, quick interview. How did it feel getting trained right there, and how does it feel being back in P3 somehow? Not good, there we go. Alright, well, another restart, another chance at it. I'm going to let you guys get back to it. I just wanted to see. Okay, cool. That was interesting, to say the least. We're going to see how everything kind of shakes on out. UK right there. Trying to make up some ground. 96 is gone. He has left. So that's going to put the 17 in the lead. He stayed out. Track position. Interesting strategy call. That's going to put the 14 on the inside, which is the preferred lane. However, the 1 does absolutely just obliterate the 17. The 14 tries to get below the 17. The 22 below the 18. I think that's what happened right there. I think that was just a call for lap lead. Everyone. Oh, 3 wide coming out for 4. It's so tight. Oh, hang on, guys. I'm hearing word on something. Send clips so we can look into it. If that was on purpose. All right. So looks like Xander has just kind of resumed Xander activities. The 1 is beginning to pull away. The 18 now in trying to gain on the 14. So it looks like everything kind of shook out just fine for the podium spots. However, the top 5 has absolutely been changed. The 22 of BD is now in P4, the 20 of K in P5, and then Brandon there in P7, or P6, my bad, staying out for that lap lead, so... So we're gonna, it's gonna be interesting to see how this is gonna kind of shake on out, because now everyone can make it on tires and fuel, so like that's not a worry at all. No more pit stops are left in the algorithm here. But yeah, looks like well, it looks like the top 3, like I said, has kind of changed on ground. So we're gonna kind of follow on this battle right now. The 51, the 41 is Piper on the lead lap. Alright, copy. Alright, so it looks like P7 now is Justin Shackett. P8 is right there at T-Bird. And like I said, this entire race is these two have absolutely just been inseparable. Piper, though, unfortunately, is the first car one lap down. He is not in P9. That spot belongs to, if I can find him, Goose. So right there, that shuffles everything back into the lead right here. So Xander right now trying to make his ground. The 18 is saying go time and trying to get to the bottom of Cyber there as the one gets a little bit loose, but the 18 gets looser right there. But he is going to get that spot as the 14 just kind of gives it on up. Yeah, as Nathan said in chat right now, look at Cade rallying back for a top 5. Exactly, that's why you never quit and just run it. Even though it looks like you're having the worst of races, you still have to keep your foot in it, because you never know. It's not over until the checker flag waves. Yeah, right now the one is just absolutely just gone right now. This is his race right now. Could you guys let me know when it's 5 to go, please? Alright, so yeah, right now everyone is just kind of jockeying for position, kind of hanging in on their own right now. The top 5 ends with the 20 of Cade, so a good rally back from him, like I said. Mopala Cat trying to make up some ground, the one, unless the one has some kind of issues, I don't see it happening. But right now his main competitor is that 14. So we're going to see how that kind of shakes on out. 17 did lead a lap, so I know with him staying on out with that caution was for him to get those 5 bonus points there. So that's always is good. So that's just points in that bucket. So right now the yeah, 96 has unfortunately left, so that's 14 and 15 right there, front and back on pit road. 41, Justin Shackett right here. Hits the apron though, he is looking for a P5 here with Cade. Looks like is kind of faltering on this long run. Looks like the 17 is actually having a little bit of trouble as well, so the 41's trying to make his way up here. The P7 of T-Bird there trying to get there as well. So we're going to see how this kind of shakes on out, because it looks like this is the best battle on track. However, I do also see that the 14 is still right behind the 18. They're kind of working together, but I think that patience is going to kind of dwindle here as we kind of wind down the laps. Yeah, T-Bird is trying to close on in with behind Justin Shack and Brandon and all that. Looks like, ooh, 17 gets loose! We gotta go. We have 7 to go right now, so the race is almost done right there. Gonna be on board with the 20, who has the 4th place car of BD in front of him, and 6th place behind him. Cade with an excellent rally back. 41 putting the bumper to the 17, trying to get him a little bit loose by using the Earnhardt technique of 1, hey, I'm there, 2, get out of my way, 3, you're gone. That was 1 right there. Now it stays up high, and a little bit of contact's made, but nothing too crazy. That's just Dover right there. So right now, Justin Shackett up to P6. So there we go, coming to 5 to go. 5 to go. So right now, Justin Shackett trying to guard that P5 from everyone behind him, because if he can take a P5 out of this, I consider that a good race. As Justin Shackett hits the apron right there, I don't know how he was able to hold on to it. I definitely can't do that. But yeah, the 1 has absolutely just dominated this race. 4 to go right now. Just 4 more to go. This is what these guys are kind of counting down to right now. 14 of Cyber right now has no threat behind him right now. You can tell he's getting loose right now. So 3 to go. The triad of laps to go. Is that a caution? That is a caution. Oh, no. Our first overtime. And, okay, so this changes everything right now. Obviously, you're going to have people that stay on out in order to try to, it's just 2 laps. That's all you got to do is just have 2 laps. We're going to see how this kind of shakes on out. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Chat, you guys better hold on because we're going to be in for a wild ride. Mo Power Cat taking rights. So we're going to see how this shakes on out. The one of Xander is not going to gain. We're going to see. What happened there? What happened there? What happened with that caution? Worst COD, what'd you do? Oh. Okay. Well, who's the lucky dog from that? Alright. So that puts Piper back into the thick of it. So we're going to see how... Oh, and that's not what the 18 wanted to see. Because now that puts the 1 on the bottom and the 18 on top. We're going to be on board with Cyber here, who is looking to see what he can do to the 18 here. Oh, and that just puts UK up the hill. Does the 14 of Cyber have anything for the 1 here? We're going to be on board with this. This is going to be 1 lap to go. Emerald at Dover. Is the 14 going to put the bumper to the 1? He's going to be extra aggressive here, coming up to the 1. Goes low. The 14 hits the bumper of the 40 of the 1. The 14, are you going to absolutely throw it down here? I don't know. Bumper to the back of the 1. The 1 holds off and takes the victory. All right, guys. Podium guys will be up on for interviews. If I could have pictures for full results, that'd be great. Thank you. If you have any discrepancies for anyone, because I know there was some people not happy, send clips. Alright, so it looks like Xander gets win number 4 of the season, Cyber P2, and Justin Shack with his first Emerald Cup podium right there. That was a race, honestly. That was, looks like UK has already left. I think what happened there was, I love it when they just stop on track like that. So yeah, that was interesting to see with that green-white checker there. So Xander, of course, giving us the picks that we need to see. We're going to kind of, as we kind of load on in to see what happens. Yeah, Xander P1, Cyber P2, Justin Shack at P3, BD P4, Brandon P5, T-Bird P... Yeah, 22-9. Wow. All right, so we're gonna be getting the podium guys up in here. So All right, so as we get the podium guys in here, I'm going to ask and always make sure you have your voice on always allow so the stream can hear you. So kind of going through the rest of the field, like I said. So Brandon, P5, T-Bird, P6, Goose, P7, Piper, P8, K, P9, good rally from him from going 2 laps down. UK, unfortunately, with 10th there, starting on the outside with that green white checker did not suit him. Jagger, P11, Liam, P12, Worstcott, 13th, Blakey T, and BS 14th and 15th, respectively. What's going on, guys? So just overall, first things first. For everyone, how did the race feel for you guys? Was it long? Was it not long enough? Should we do two and more laps, or?
Oh, it was too long. It was too long. A couple overtimes, too long. It's yeah.
I thought alright.
I get you. I mean, honestly, with Dover being Dover, there was a lot of contact being made. So, Justin Jacket, how are you doing today, boss?
Great.
How was first of all? How was? It seems like you were kind of all over the place. I'm gonna be showing up your number here since you were running a custom scheme. How was your race? Just from long and short, because it seems like you were up front and then you were in the back and then up front again. So how was it?
The car started off tight. Then I made a little bit of adjustments to it, and then it got into its groove. And Dover's just one of those tracks where you just got to stay in your groove and hit your points the entire time. Then, like halfway through the race, I lost volume, so I was practically racing, not knowing if I was getting on the gas too soon, too late, or whatever. There were a couple incidents that I got put into the wall, and it is what it is. It's over. But I the wall on the front stretch, and it completely wiped my car out, which brought out one of the cautions. Don't know exactly how that ever happened, but it's whatever.
I get you. It's one of those coding things that because the wall glitch was some of these guys in here fell victim to it. I know Xander was one of them. So that was definitely a thing that we had to deal with the entire race. So it's nothing uncommon. But overall, how does it feel to have your first Cup podium? You got your first MRL podium in the Xfinity Series at Atlanta. So how does it feel to get it done in the Cup Series?
It feels great. I'm sure it's going to be one of the most controversial, unwanted podiums in the history of the league. But opportunity was there. I was put in the wall by one of the cars for no reason whatsoever. Somebody who wasn't up there most of the race, and I felt like I had a top 5 car. Karma, you live and you learn. The opportunity was there. They slid up. I took it 3 wide. I came out with the podium. It is what it is at this point. I'm not here to make friends with everybody. So you can either love to hate me or hate to hate me. I don't care.
Well, you heard it here first. Justin Shackett calling his shot here. Of course, everyone has their own race that they want to race, and they're still, honestly, with you and T-Bird especially, still being on the relegation line, being 14th and 15th in points respectively. There's still a lot to race for. So, I mean, yeah, I understand the aggressiveness. There is a there's a line, especially that relegation line, that is kind of hovering over your head. So, and that's definitely, you want to be in Cup next season. So I understand the relegation, or is that I understand the aggressiveness. Good race, but having a podium in Cup is always good. So awesome.
Yep.
Cyber, how you doing today, bud?
Doing well and good.
Are you glad to be back on the podium, first of all? Unfortunately, you did have a week off from it, so hopefully you can come back fresh.
It was 2 weeks.
No, Bristol?
4th at Michigan and
Oh, that's
5th at
right.
Bristol.
Oh, my bad. Oh, man. Well,
Yep.
that just shows that the weeks are bleeding together because you're on there for too long. Sorry, let me dust it off for you, because you kind of had the entire three place podium yours at some point. So welcome back, first of all. Same question to you. How was your race? Did you feel like you had anything for Xander?
My race went great. I mean, I worked on the car through the week through here because I know how Dover can be cruel on the tires, like you mentioned in your, I think it was your Fastlane podcast, where the tires were out within 5 laps of the run. Car felt great. Just knew my marks around here, every lap, every corner, etc. I knew the car was gonna get loose, so I countered attack it by like knowing when it's gonna get loose off the corner and etc. etc. At times the car had a mind of its own, like you want to go up the track a bit, which I kind of countered it well. Um, I just feel like it was great on the short run. The long run, it kind of was getting like way out of line on me. So if my chance to get into the one, it was gonna be on the short run, which it came like a few times. Almost had him on the last lap. But anywho, I mean, great day. Nothing to be ashamed of. Great car, etc. I'll take second. You might as well call me KLJ for finishing second all the time. Like, seriously. I can't stop finishing second like KLJ did in the past. I mean, it is what it is. We'll move on to...
I mean, would you rather be called
week.
Daniel Hemrick?
No, I'd rather be called KLJ.
Okay, that was a very plain answer right there. So that's I was seeing just to see what you would say. That's not actually what I was. That's not actually what I was expecting. But yeah. So as you kind of hit on, like it seemed like at the short run you had it there. And the long run, it seems like you got really loose. And I also saw that you actually hit the wall glitch a couple times. It didn't like swing you, and like it didn't like wreck you, but you did hit it a couple times. So I guess I mean going away from Dover for a second, how do you feel as we go next week to Road America?
I can already tell what shows are going to be next week, and it involves the 1 and the 47. That's all I can say for you.
Well, I mean, but you saw it here that the 47 did not show up tonight, so maybe.
I mean, maybe if they get together, then maybe I can spoil the party and steal a win from them.
Yeah. Especially Road America, you know, the longest road course in this game. It's also simultaneously the shortest lap distance and time actually on track in this game as well. So it's going to be a short run. It's going to feel like a long run being, I think it's like 20, I think it's actually a 30 lapper. But it's going to feel like a sprint for some. But yeah, hopefully we can catch you again because I know you are especially looking to extend that gap, and I can already tell you by finishing P2 you already did on second place on, so you are now above a race distance. So if you actually wanted to take a week off, you know, you could, you know, just
I'm trying to go back to victory lane.
I know.
You know,
you've
been dominating a little too much. You know, you should just take a nice little.
Well, speaking of domination, hang on, hold up. Says the Xander, who I'm pretty sure led 180 out of 200 laps. So
around there.
So don't even.
Go.
So Xander, first of all, how are you doing today?
Well, considering that I basically straight up lied to your face last week. I told you that Dover is not my best racetrack. I told you Dover, to me, is just... I don't know how to do it. And, well, we had a week off in FRL, so I decided that I was going to put a little bit more extra effort into Dover than I usually would put into a Dover race, because I just hate Dover. And it kind of worked out for me, so I'm doing great.
Well, like I said, if we did actually have a reliable method to show who led the most laps there, you would definitely gain that because that was your race to lose. So let's kind of go to the moment where you did almost lose it. You start on the outside when UK Mopile Cat actually started on the inside, going to that the green-white checkers for both of them because we had two. Did you feel like you had that race lost at any point?
Well, first off, I wanted to shout out Liam and Jagger because they were very helpful during the race with me, and it was nice to get entertained by both of them, especially that last caution when they wrecked each other. Because I don't know what happened to Liam, but he was on old tires and he just lost it, and the whole bundle of cautions that happened at the end. So shout out to both of you. But at the last two restarts, well, I had started on the outside of Mopao because I thinking to myself there, I thought, it looks like he might have taken two tires, he might have taken the four, I'm not really sure what he took, because You know, sometimes you can just lose spots off pit road. So I decided to. I know that I am going to try and get a run. I know that I was not going to let off the gas, and when I shifted through the gears, I don't know, he must have spun some tires or something, and I was able to get out in front, and then the caution hit right again. And I said, I'm not pitting, you know, I have great tires, and I just took fuel to a stop before, so I didn't have to come in for fuel. So I said I can just go ahead and try and win this race off of just trying to get a good run. That first lap, I did an excellent job getting through the gears and getting out front. And then I started to choke it a little bit. Going into turn 3, I went up a little high, and going into turn 1, I hit the apron a little bit because I just I changed the car up a little bit because I wanted to loosen it up for the shorter run. And yeah, I mean, Cyber is the most decorated racer in the field, so it's sort of hard to not get nervous. And I don't get nervous usually like that anymore. Because I feel I've become more confident in certain areas like that. But Cyber just, man, he was so good on the short run that I was like, dang, I'm gonna lose it. And I led 100 and some odd laps, and that's an awful feeling as a race car driver. So
one mistake could ruin it all right there.
Exactly, yeah. Though if I hit the apron a certain way, I could have spun and wrecked. And it was, but it was a great racing with everyone. I had such a great time racing with everyone. It was incredible. I don't know how I did it, but Dover became that track, I guess. I don't know.
Well, it's now the track where you won 4 races this season. And going into this race, you were a whopping 5th place in points, already making up 2 spots the week before. I'm not sure if the math will add up, but you will probably be moving up to 4th in points right now. Still chasing the likes of BD and Brandon. I'm not sure. Of course, I'll have to double check my math on that. But still, moving up through the field. How do you feel for Road America? I think Cyber kind of alluded to it. I think he was basically calling his shot, that saying that you're the one to beat. However,
yeah.
What do you think going into it?
Well,
Road America, like
honored.
I said. Yeah.
Honored. Got a lot of great racers in this league, and it's very tough to call someone a favorite, especially like today. There's so many people that are so close together in speed and just talent. I mean, look at this podium right now. There's so many great racers in this league that it's so hard to judge it off of previous stuff. So you definitely got your favorites. I like to think I'm decent at road racing, and I like to think that sometimes I can get a little frustrated. And it's just like Dover, and just like a lot of short tracks, road courses are just like that. You need to get into that groove, that momentum, because once you start hitting the corners a certain way, and once you start getting that momentum and that confidence, I think it becomes a lot easier to race, especially a track like Road America, because it's so big and lengthwise. So we'll just try and go gain more points, because I think that this race was great to gain more points. Obviously, it's going to be slim to none odds to go catch Cyber, but that's just how this points system is. It is incredibly difficult, and you just need to be consistent, and consistency is legit, I think, Cyber's middle name. So we'll try and gain more points and see if we can make it a battle. But I'm looking forward to the next race. I'm looking forward to the future, because yeah.
Well, there we go. I know on your docket, as we start to wrap things up here, we have Road America next Saturday, and then we have New Hampshire for the Xfinity next Sunday for you. And I know for most of these guys here that they're going to be pulling double duty. So we're going to see how that kind of shakes on out. Any final thoughts, podium guys, before we turn things over for the night?
Well, I'm ready to get through Road America to go to New Hampshire. I love New Hampshire. It's such a great racetrack. I don't know. But I also want to say, love you, Mom. No, she's not listening right now, but that's okay. And thanks, Monster. Thanks, Gear Wrench. Thanks, GMI, for all the great cars, like always. The pit crew actually didn't sell me for once today. And I didn't get a speeding penalty. So, Gio, I know you're watching. I didn't get a speeding penalty. Also, shout out J. Cole, because he's my favorite rapper, and that's it.
Oh, there we go.
swept P3 on the week. Great track, Dover. I don't know what to say.
Justin Shackett, anything?
Nope.
All right, well, there we go. Mic drop. And from that, this is your host, Private Patton, looking at the future for Road America. Congrats to our podium guys. We have fourth win on the season. Xander taking home the win for the 100th Cup race at Dover. And Cyber getting back on the podium after 2 weeks off. Not one, my mistake on there. With P2, and Justin Shacker with his first MRL Cup podium. So good job to you guys. This is your host, Private Patton, with Millennium Racing League, signing out. See you next week at Road America.